sorry if I'm all over. Oh man, sorry if I'm all over the place too. I'm just trying to explain as much as I can too, for y'all to get a complete understanding. But as I said too, I'll be much more clear so y'all can hear me too. Cause I know I ain't got no mic too, so I basically had to have my big ass head all the way damn near close to the computer. So sorry about that too. If you kind of at times sometimes too. So cause I gotta catch my breath too. But at sometimes if you hear me, my voice short out. So I apologize about that. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, when the war basically got initiated when it was as a press conference between them talking shit at WWE, and plus WWE was having a show there that night, and then that's when they sent their soldiers there to let them know that the battle was on, and we about to throw them deuce at y'all motherfuckers. So that's when it went down with that. And yeah, that's when. But as it was initially kicking off, of course, that's when you had the whole basically CODY RHODES calling out Triple H. So after that, it basically whole happened. So because they still was basically at the time still. I guess anything really didn't happen between as far as the press conference goes. Yeah, the second shot of or basically them calling them out. Because before Tony Khan had calling out Vince, it was CODY RHODES was basically calling out Triple H, and then as you see here, I can show y'all because it took me a while too to find the video. I can't really show it, but as far as like the event that it happened, AEW Double or Nothing. Yeah, this is where you see here that when CODY was battling his brother at Double or Nothing, and that's where that's when it really kicked into gear, because WWE wasn't really paying them no attention, of course, because they basically was treating them like you a banana against a fat ass piece of steak. Like you ain't shit right now. Or like a peasant to a king. Who the fuck are you to call me out? Yeah, I do. Well, it gets me mad because they still have balls, I guess, too. To still call them out, even though because they still a small promotion, even like right now, and they still doing a terrific job because they got talent from all over the world, basically, and at New Japan Wrestling, as far as like having WWE's talent too. That's Triple H's, his signature symbol, King of the Kings throne. Like, as far as being his character, it's a part of his character. And that's when, like I said, it's a part where I can't really show you because, of course, fucking copyright. Screw Tube will take a pitchfork, keep jamming it at my head. Basically, if I know, like, copyright exists now. And I do admire that, so, because, people try to steal people's content, but, so I can't show you that part. But, this is where he, before the match began between him and Dustin, that's when, as you see there, Triple H's throne, basically him destroying it, and, taking a shot at Triple H, basically. But, that's, if you don't see it, that's him and his wife there. And that's when before he getting ready to destroy the throne. But that's as far as that's the only part I can show y'all really. And then I'll tell y'all more about it as we go into it. I guess the real reason behind it of CODY doing that too is because he said that he really didn't, and this goes back probably, as far as like his career basically in WWE. He says it was because of, and that's this, as far as him destroying the throne, basically taking a shot at Triple H. He said it's because of Triple H not believing, and he was his favorite. He said, as he says, he's saying like the reason he took the first shot basically. I can say it, but yeah, well basically it is the first major shot at WWE and Triple H, basically a personal shot. To everything Triple H stands for. Basically, like I said, because it was like it's because of him not really believing in it and pushing him. And I believe that aspect too, because that's really quick. I don't really know. Of course, well, yeah, it probably wasn't really in his wheelhouse too, because, like I said, Vince has the final say. I mean, so I believe, I kind of like sympathize with him, but I can't really, take his words seriously, and you can't really like justify it because, yeah, he's like still Vince still had to say, so he could really. Triple H can only do so much. So that's why he, like I say, that's why he did with the throne, of him blowing up the throne with his sledgehammer. And that's why, yeah, like I said, that's why he took the first major shot at Triple H. Let me see. I don't think I have it. Oh, yeah, I don't have. If y'all can just look it up too. It's only videos. Y'all, pretty much everybody has seen that too during that time when it was, back 2 years ago when it happened. Pretty much, everybody's seen that before. So you want to look it up too. And yeah, what I'm about to get into now is you see the picture there. Yeah, he said it was because he said, like I said, he was like a huge fan of Triple H, and he said he learned, his mentor basically, he learned a lot from him. He learned a lot of knowledge, from Triple H. And he said at one time he, kind of wrestled him at the Capital One Arena, and then when push came to shove, it's basically everybody clowning him too still. And I guess everybody laughed at still basically is because, Cody thought he was the best. He was, as far as character goes too, yeah, as far as character goes, he probably at the time too. I don't think no. I could say like as far as being close to Orton. Oh, sorry, real quick. Yeah, I can say it's like for being close because he still had when he was at the time. He still had the top stars, of course. Had Poster Boy, Super Cena. Then you had Randy Orton. Well, Edge was still kind of there, yeah, basically, because he was like kind of almost leaving, because of the injury. But yeah, he still could have been pushed to the, as far as like being pushed to the top. I don't know about being better than, because at the time when he was still there, when he was like basically when he was the Intercontinental Champion, during like 2012 to 2013. So yeah, it's like basically it's like I guess everybody when he mocked him when he said he was better than 99% of the people that Triple H was putting ahead of him. Yeah, it's like sorry that like, as far as being a new star, yeah, in the new era he was pretty much better than anybody else at that point because that's right. You just like if y'all had to go back to go 2012. Yeah, go back to 2012 to 2013 and still see Cody's heel work. He was fucking phenomenal. But yeah, like to me at the time when he was basically at the time he was like still there at WWE at the time too, and like in 2012, if they would have pushed him hard, he would have been at probably top 10 heels of all time right now. Yeah, like no fucking joke. Like, because Cody was a great, as far as like he was, and in the ring too, he was a great wrestler. He was a great wrestler too, as he still is right now. And his character work, like I said, was fucking phenomenal. And it was like his own. It was as far as he had his own character. Everything about him was his own. He had his own character, and he had his own moveset. He could talk on the mic a bit. So yeah, I do sympathize. Like I said, I do sympathize with him there when he said he wasn't. When he said Triple H, he didn't push. He didn't believe that he was better than 99% of the people that he was putting ahead of him. And that's kind of sad because Cody was at the top of his game in 2012. And yeah, it's okay if y'all didn't believe. Don't want to agree with me or believe me not. It's okay. Like I said, we all have our likes and dislikes. But yeah, at the time, I would still believe. Yeah, I still believe back in 2012 when his career was really kicking off, when he was Intercontinental Champion. Cody did. Yeah, he brought prestige back to that title. Like Cody was fucking. He was on top. He was just straight out of the rolling gates. So I got pissed off when they, trashed him with that fucking horrible ass gimmick and Stardust. I got pissed. That's one of the main reasons why I was drifting off, because they was fucking Cody up. Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to work. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to work on that. Stop blowing in the fucking mic. But yeah, I was pissed when they did that to Cody. Ruined his whole fucking character, and basically, destroyed his momentum. And yeah, plain and simple, he said he was well, which I still believe too. At the time, people were there, especially as far as like new talent. Yeah, he was pretty much better than everybody else there. So that's why he did. So that's why he took that time, and he took the he said he thought about it too when he thought about it, and he took the time, and why he took the personal dig. The first major shot he did at Triple H, because he felt like he failed him. He felt he felt like he didn't really put so basically it's because of Triple H not backing him to help him being pushed. And I don't know, because like I said, as far as that part being agreed with, I still sympathize, because Vince does, as far as if you're not really friends with if you're not really friends with, like I said, Vince, if you don't really know him on a personal level, or as far as being his favorite, he won't push you at all. So, like I said, I do sympathize him with that part. And he said as he was still talking about that, that night which I just showed y'all when he was wrestling or if you just watched it, that when it came that night, back in Double or Nothing in 2019, when he was facing his brother. And he said when he was talking about the sold out crowd that was there, and he was wrestling his brother. Yeah, he basically said that whole event was basically all dropping. And it was basically the crowd was on fire. You could barely hear. The noise was rocking the building so hard. It was basically, I guess, the debris was just shaking. So, wow. And I guess that's when he said that was he felt like that was the perfect time to fire the shot. He said it's not. He said it's not an AEW shot. Well, which it still is gonna look like, because you still had it's like an AEW event brand still, and he's it's it's at an AEW event and their brand. So, but I guess he still can say if it was his personal shot or not. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. As far as regarding that, yeah, when he said it was his own shot, not an AEW shot. Yeah, not an AEW shot. So, and that's what happened after he, I didn't see the match, but he said, after they had that match with, after he had that match with Dustin, that's when he did. Well, I guess it was at the beginning. That's before he had the match, or whatever happened, during or after, before. That's when he did it. He felt like he felt like it was the perfect time to do it. And yeah, pretty much everybody knows about this. If I'm just going, like I said, I'm just going over, and I just wanted to make a video and go over who hasn't really understand, the whole war between, what's going on right now between WWE and AEW. That's why I'm making this for whoever doesn't really know and really want to know, you know, to, dig deep and understand why the battle happening between AEW and WWE. And that's basically the first, basically that's what it kicked off of when Cody, you know how big, you know how giant, we all know, if you should know, if you're a stan, or if you're a supporter, you think Triple H is your favorite wrestler, if you all know that, just like anybody, and Triple H really, of course, he's been really honest about it. Sorry if you heard that, but yeah, he's been pretty honest about it. Even if his character or not, he has a gigantic ass ego. So of course he took that. Of course, you challenging me, boy? Challenging me, boy? You know who the fuck I am? Yeah, and of course he took that, and that's when that's when it kicked off. And I'll show y'all too. Hold on. Here. If y'all didn't hear me yet, as you see here, I couldn't find the video, of course, because they probably took it down, of course, after that. But this is when he had in a new video. It's him, basically, shout out to the, Wrestle Talk, the article who came up with, well, basically, I guess whoever reported on this first. But yeah, shout out to them. But yeah, it was in a video, basically. I don't know if the WWE took it down. Yeah, WWE basically took it down as it is. I think it's still at WWE. It's still on, I guess, YouTube, because I basically still saw it. But if y'all saw it too, or not, that's basically, him sitting on his throne. Sorry, it's best him sitting on his throne. They say he was smiling through the whole vid, walking back and forth, smirking, basically laughing, smiling, and then sitting on his throne. If y'all don't say that's not the same throne. That's not the same throne. Basically, where that's just who it is. That's his whole character. Well, even if y'all don't want to believe it or not, well, where is it? Yeah, see, I couldn't really find the video, but damn. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, that video is blocked right there, of course. It's blocked. Even I tried to go to YouTube still. I guess, I don't know if it was on WWE's personal channel or whatever, but it's still, they blocked it. They probably claimed the rights to it and removed it. I guess why Vince was really pissed at him because he lost the war, or the Wednesday nights between AEW, because he initiated too. He entertained the fact and basically lost the war. The first battle of the war between AEW. And he basically, he entertained it first. I mean, well, not really, but yeah, my bad. He entertained with Cody, basically, because like I say, he's an employee, and basically, he's still and kind of mentioned them on one of their shows, which was of course, the Hall of Fame, or I guess it was on Raw, or SmackDown, wherever. Oh yeah, Raw, but yeah, the Hall, when they was having the Hall of Fame ceremony event. But before that, that's when he sit. Because if you look at side by side, it's the same. Yeah, look at the two thrones. They just they looked exactly the same. So basically, that basically is like a subtle, or like a silent, basically like a mock of him saying, you can't destroy the untouchable. You can't destroy the undestroyable. So yeah, if you see right there in the video, which they blocked WWE, that's you see there. Yeah, that's when he because I guess he had his or throne rebuilt, or he just had a throne that looked like it, along with the sledgehammer. Yo, Triple H, that's like out of here. But it basically him, acknowledging it too, which I guess, well, not really. So yeah, I won't say that, but as you all see there, that was basically the first shot. And yeah, I can't right here too. I can't show y'all the video too. And it's right, even if it's on like basically a channel, because they was real unhappy about that shit. As probably Vince too, but of Triple H acknowledging it and entertaining the shots or the beef from AEW. So yeah, you still can't, even if it's basically modified or videos that modified it or that tried to modify it, or the video as a whole. It's not even on. I think they deleted it too. So even if you try to go to Peacock or wherever to look at the original, of course the episode, they probably took it out. So that's how petty they are. Vince is. So you can't, like I said, I can't really show y'all the video, of course, and because of copyright. So yeah, that's a card deck that's out of my hands. But yeah, as I showed y'all there, that's when he was basically answering the shot at Cody. And you have it from there. That's when they had it from there. Because this is basically the first shot. That he answered back, that Triple H answered back at Cody, and went on from there. So yeah, basically that's all. That's it. Of the first initial battle between, that was basically this is the first initiate of the battle, of the war beginning between WWE and AEW. So, and this is all before this all happened. Basically, I guess it's still WWE versus AEW. With Triple H versus Cody, from the two brands, basically representing the brands. But yeah, and this is before the second battle, basically, which kicked into full gear between the Wednesday Night Wars, which is Dynamite against NXT. And that's people said if it's just, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really matter because NXT is really a developmental brand, so that shit Dynamite act like it's a real battle. Like I heard all that, everything, especially like Eric Bischoff basically saying like that ain't really shit. It's like it's like beating Mike Tyson's son. That's still worse. I mean, compared to that, because they're still, WWE is still a top brand. They're still a top brand, and they still have NXT should be well, even if they're building it as they're building it. NXT should have 1 million views or even over that if he was really doing it right. Because they really, as I said, as today, this whole situation with WWE and them not giving a fuck about and Vince, as wrestling as a whole, of not pushing new talent, whether it's storylines, compelling stories, interesting or not, characters, wrestlers, anything in that. So it don't matter or not. That's still a bad look, and which is why. Well, I too, like I'll say it too. Like I really didn't believe Triple H was really in charge of NXT, but he still had that top of the role, which he was still operating on. Of course, he really wasn't, because Triple H. Vince owns it all, so I guess he still took that away from him, because he lost the first battle of the war between AEW. Or no, he lost, the first official battle. I guess the official battle, but as far as the second battle, which I'll talk about in another video, of him between, the Wednesday night wars between NXT and Dynamite. So that's why, which is why he took him off. And why he's destroying it now is punishment. So that's why that happened there with that. And that's basically, the first battle of Cody Rhodes, them initiating the first shots, sending their soldiers at a WWE show, at their show, at one of their shows, which is SmackDown, to sending their stands at their show, SmackDown. Then WWE not letting whoever wearing AEW merchandise, and then Cody Rhodes taking shots, and basically battling Triple H. Yeah, and then it went on from there. That's basically the first initiate of the battle. And that's basically everything all I have. Or the first battle of chapter 1. We probably we in chapter 3 now, but yeah. I'll of course, working on the second one. Second battle between WWE versus AEW. And like I said, I'm getting better with this, and better at just talking. Because like I said, I'm still kind of nervous, and my first time coming on here talking to y'all or whatever, just getting the channel started up, and just basically being consistent with it, trying whatever I can. So yeah, be easy on me. So like I said, and also I appreciate whoever's been watching the channel recently, supporting however you can, just watching, and just watching, or whatever support you can give me, and just watching my videos as a whole. And said I appreciate that. And I'll come out. Like I said, I'll get working on the second video. Yeah, it'll probably be early in the morning now, because I guess I'm going to sleep early, because I was basically asleep all day. But yeah, as y'all enjoy this one, I'll see y'all in the next video. Or if you haven't watched my others, which is you probably want to go back to watch those. Last night too, I was talking on, speaking on, basically Tony taking a shot at Vince. So, or WWE again, whatever you want to call it. As it's still going off right now. I don't know why too that of course that people are acting like, because before, if you actually know your history. Yeah, this was assessed with mocking and talking shit at Ted Turner. As they was going back and forth, he was mocking him. On his own brands too. Like I said, Vince likes to make a mockery of you on his brands. Whoever knows this too, or whoever knows it first, or whoever's has knowledge of it. If you have been watching wrestling for a long time. Yeah, or you've been if you've heard me say it before. Vince says that's what Vince does. He doesn't address you like I still personally, but he doesn't address you in public. He addresses you as far as him being a competitor to his his businesses. Yeah, he'll make fun of you and mock you on his shows in his storylines. And that's that. Yeah, that's that. That's how Vince goes down. And people basically like coming at Tony, saying he a fuck, he ain't shit. He can eat dicks. Like you ain't gonna beat Vince. And when Vince was people act like this wasn't going on before. Like basically casual. Like they don't act like this shit. Basically kids too. Like y'all don't know shit. I don't know y'all history. But yeah, if you've been seeing it on Twitter, basically it's been going on every day since last night. Shit is crazy. But yeah, I'll be back with y'all with another video on basically chapter. Well, just yeah, chapter 1, part 2. So the battle of the war between WWE and AEW versus WWE. So I'll see y'all later.